And we monitored several different symptoms. That they fall into three classes. The first class is the symptoms of AIDS as defined for Africa by the World Health Organization, called the Dengue AIDS symptoms. This includes fever, diarrhea, cough, weight loss, TB, and opportunistic infection. That is what constitutes AIDS symptoms for Africa. Then another class of symptoms, other clinical symptoms, physical symptoms associated with AIDS, were also evaluated. There you have wounds and sores, colds and flus, swollen glands, and other physical symptoms. And finally, the third category is we looked at symptoms of well-being, how they feel, what is their quality of life improvement, their appetite, their energy level, and their anxiety level, which they also reported in these evaluations. And so I'm going to briefly tell you about the type of results that we have seen. This is the way we present the results of a data of the change in severity of symptoms. It is shown in these graphical plots, graphs. I'm sure you've seen when they show some scientific study or some mathematical report, they have a graph. And this is like one graph. You have one axis here and another one. What is shown here is the score for the symptom, and what is shown here are the visits, the time interval at which these patients came. And you see these three different columns. One in red, the height of that tells you what was the score at baseline, visit 1, what happened to the score at visit 2, and the change at visit 3. And this is just for one symptom, that is fever, chills, and sweats. So a score of 0 is no symptom. A score of 4 is very severe grade of symptom. And anything in between is mild or medium. So we do a comparison of these symptoms. We looked at the change from visit 3 to visit 1. That change is indicated by those percent values. If you look above visit 2, it says 52% and shows an arrow going down. That means so much reduction. Same thing at visit 3. And then we show another value here. That p-value is like a statistical value. That's what statisticians do. They ask, how significant is this? And they get a certain p-value that is less than a number 0.05, it means it's significant. If you get a very low value, like what's shown there, 0.0001, that would say that it is a highly significant effect, such that if this was tested in a large population, the same result will be obtained. That's what it means. So, what these data show, if you look at these results, and this is for all the AIDS defining symptoms, essentially what you see is that there is a reduction in the severity of these AIDS defining symptoms. In just 3 visits, this is a period of 10 to 12 weeks, there's a significant reduction in AIDS defining symptoms. A similar type of an effect with other symptoms. These are the specific clinical symptoms: wounds and sores, skin rashes, swollen glands, colds and flu, headache, nausea. All of them down over a period of 10 to 12 weeks. Again, statistically significant by our analysis. Very low p-value, meaning that such an effect, if tested in a large population, may be borne out. And finally, we also looked at other symptoms. These are symptoms of well-being and quality of life. Improvement in appetite loss was down, production of gas bloating down, pain at the extremities, tingling and numbness, something that is linked to what is called neuropathy, also down. Greater energy level, improvement in their state of enjoying life, a symptom of well-being. So the quality of life symptoms also improved, also statistically significant. This was a result obtained in 56 participants who had completed all 3 examinations and questionnaires. A very encouraging result. We have been working hard to see that this supplement, after we obtain these results, is made available to other communities. And through Sanco, we have distributed them in this province, in KwaZulu-Natal, as well as in other communities of Western Cape. And again, at another time, we'll have an opportunity to go into the results of what the effects of this nutritional supplement are. Let me say here today that we have been very encouraged because we have seen that what we saw in Kailicha, we are seeing similar trend in other districts with larger numbers of individuals who take this nutritional supplement. So it's not just something observed in just one province or one township. We are finding that similar type of a result is being seen elsewhere. So this is just a brief summary that what has led us, third, clinical studies by others showing the supplementation with these micronutrients having benefits, and finally our own pilot program, the community health program, the results of which I just shared with you, showing that a combination of nutrients significantly helps in reducing or reversing the symptoms of AIDS. And this is a slide just to mention the implications of this work, implications of micronutrients and AIDS. If you compared it to ARV, this is an effective, safe and affordable approach to halt the progression of AIDS, also non-toxic. And that it can be combined with other approaches, food programs, for example, other programs to improve living conditions. It can become a public health strategy to successfully fight immune deficiency, including AIDS, in an economic and safe way. And we believe that implementation of these findings by governments, international agencies, would save millions of lives. The type of results also we are seeing with the nutrition supplement on symptoms of AIDS have not been seen with ARV drugs, where most of the time they will talk about some effect on viral load or CD4 count. So we believe that this approach can be a safe and effective approach while a permanent cure for AIDS is found. And just in closing, this is the place where we do our work. It's a research institute in California where basic research is done. And also we have a website where there is information and literature available on this knowledge and the findings from research. So I'll stop here and thank you for your time and attention this morning and for giving us an opportunity to do this presentation. Thank you very much.